Greetings. Happy Saturday. Headed to the marketplace. If you're in Atlanta, come see me. I do have a sale going on. 50% off for all gemstones and chakra sets for today, for Small Business Saturday. So I would love to see y'all. I'm also doing readings and clearings. First come, first serve. Basic readings and clearings. All right, I came with a word this AM. I want to make it, I don't want to make it long, but I want to make it strong. So here we go. So, you know, a lot of times in my introspection time, I'm attempting to really tap into the very essence of those things that show up in my experience as heart's desires, or things that I'm passionate about, or things that I find myself gravitating to. It's important for us to really get to the root of those desires or passions, or you know, those things that we gravitate to, because that's really speaking to who you really are. And when you find yourself unable to manifest your heart's desires, or work in your passion, or do the things that you feel like you should be doing in life, one of the reasons why you may be experiencing that is because you have not, what I call, lined up with it. You haven't aligned with it. You haven't you've some kind of way come into separation of it. And it's usually because of, you know, you feel like you can't do it for one reason or another, or it's impossible, or, you know, you feel limited, you feel lack. Those are usually the reasons why you're unable to align with those desires, passions, and things you gravitate to. And really, those things are part of our divine path. They're part of our destiny. And so when we try to ignore those things and fill up time and space with things that are really not of us, that we don't find joy in, we don't find peace in, we don't feel powerful in, we're really off the path, so to say. That's, you know, if I may. We're off the path. And so in order to get back on your path, and you know you're on your path when you're experiencing a level of peace, when you experience a level of feeling powerful, joyous, you know, when you're feeling expansive, that's how you know you're on your path. And you know you're not quite on your path when you feel things like stress and fear and worry and doubt and insecurity and anger and shame and all of these different type of things. Am I on my path or not? And so you want to oftentimes do some introspection work and really make sure you're on your path and you're not walking someone else's path, or a path you feel like you gotta walk, you have to walk, because of some limited mindset you are entertaining, or some lackful mindset you are entertaining. And so a easy way, I won't say easy, I tend to not use that word because, you know, it is what it is, but a way that you can align with your destiny, with your heart's desires, with your passions, and be able to see those things through, where you're seeing your heart's desire manifest, you're able to work, you know, spend more time in your passion, spend more time in your desire. You have a more joyous life. In order to tap into that, you have to sit with yourself and really get to the essence of that desire, the essence of that passion. And what do I mean by that? Say, for instance, I'll give you an example for me. One of my desires have been to make a great impact on the world as a teacher. You know, I admire people like Muji. I admire people like Abraham Hicks. I admire certain aspects of Bishop T.D. Jakes' work, mainly because it's so impactful. You know, I admire seeing teachers and seekers impact large amounts. That's one thing that's attractive to me. And so if that is something that I desire, or that is something that I admire, and even is desire for my own self, for my own ministry, you know, one of my desires is for OU Ministries to be known globally, for people to come out from around the world, you know, to pack out domes or fields or the whole garden at OU with people and minister and teach and talk and vibe and chill and share energy, share vibes. That's one of my desires. If I'm not necessarily if I'm not seeing it through, because the way I look at it, the way I'm oftentimes thinking about it is I'm like, okay, let me tap into the essence of that desire so I can make sure I'm aligned with it, so I can just make sure I'm on my path. If I know I'm aligned with it, I know I'm on my path. So even if it's not unfolding in the way I want it to unfold, feel like it should unfold, and the timing that I feel like it should unfold, then what I can do, because there's not anything I can do about that. What I can do is just make sure I'm in alignment with it. So I sit down with myself and ask myself questions. Why is it that you want to do that? Why do you feel like, why are you so intrigued with impacting the world? Why, you know, and I ask myself probing questions that helps me to get to the essence of that desire. It helps me to get to the essence of that passion. And as I do that, as I ask myself why, it's almost like my higher self talking to my human self to encourage me and to inspire me and to remind me and to stretch me and to motivate me. You know, as I ask myself that, why is it that you want to impact the world? Well, as I impact the world, as I'm able to do whatever I can do to impact the world, more and more people can experience peace and joy. More and more people can smile. More and more people can heal. More and more people can. And I just see, you know, the light of the sunlight, the solar plexus of people shining so bright collectively that I can impact the world. I have the potential in my little bubble, in my little universe, to impact the vibration of the world. So if I'm sitting here vibing on that, I'm thinking about that, I can see it, I can feel it, I can imagine it. So I'm lining up with it. I'm aligning with it. And so as I align with it, what happens? What happens is the divine guidance needed for me to walk my journey on this path of impacting the world and building a global ministry. The divine guidance comes. I start to align with the resources. I start to align with the people. I start to align with the right things, you know, for this to come to fruition. It's not you forcing or trying to figure it out. It's you aligning with it. And that's the whole notion of, let's not hustle for it. Don't make it happen. Don't figure it out. Align with it. And so that's what I'm coming forth with today with the word. It's like, in order to align with it, you got to sit with yourself. And one of the ways that you can do so to align with it is to sit with your desires, passions, things you find yourself thinking about a lot, things you find yourself wanting, and ask yourself probing questions like, why? Why do you want to do that? How is this something that is a vibrational match to you? What would you like to see come from this that you are desiring? You know, those type of questions. And I'm telling you, once you do that type of introspection work, you really align with the vibration of that thing, and you begin to see it unfold in your life, and it's a beautiful thing. So that's just, you know, I just pray that was inspiring for someone. This is something that I do daily. It's definitely something that I do. This that I'm talking about is that kind of introspective, probing work that I do with myself so that I can make sure I'm in alignment. I do it daily, you know, because I understand that we're living in a new earth right now, so we can't go off the same principles and all this type of stuff in pretty much anything. But in my walk, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm in business, and so I see guidance in how I should move about with my business, with my ministry, with my works. And because oftentimes, if not all the time, I can't go off of standard business practices. It just don't work for the work that I do, the mission that I have, the desires that I have. So I tend to do this type of introspection work daily, so that I can align with the guidance that I need to continue, my journey. And so I also do it when I'm feeling like I want to make sure that I'm on the right path. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right things. I do it when I'm feeling like I'm not on the right path. I do it when I feel like things are kind of in disarray, or I'm not, I'm feeling like, things are not really going like I know they could go, I guess that's the same as I just said, but I just make sure when I'm feeling overwhelmed, or when I'm feeling that feeling of, I don't know what this is that I'm feeling, but I feel like some kind of way, I'll sit down with myself and just check in with myself so that I can make sure that I'm in alignment with spirit, with those things that I feel I'm called to do. And included in that introspection work, I may do a reading for myself. I may do a card pull. Just recently on this new moon, with this Jupiter going direct, and this Mercury Mars in retrograde, and this new moon and eclipse and all this type of cosmic energy, I want to sit down as I'm taking advantage of the new moon energy. I want to sit down and make sure I'm clear and I'm in alignment, so that I'm not bringing things into my new beginnings. I'm not bringing the old into the new. So I do it oftentimes, for sure, around the new moon period, especially if I'm really intentionally projecting something out into the world, which I'm an alchemist. I'm a person of air vibes and water vibes. And so I'm always projecting something out. Always, because I can see clearly. I tend to be able to speak clearly. So I'm always projecting something out. So it's essential for me, and for us, I think a lot of us are that way. It's essential for us to make sure you are in alignment with that which is the very best for you, that which is your destiny, that which is your vision. Because sometimes we can get caught up and we're projecting other things in life. We're caught up in other things in life because we're losing focus. And so doing what I just mentioned, doing that kind of introspection work, those probing type of things, is just very powerful. It's very effective. So I hope this was helpful. And I pray if you're in Atlanta, you'll come out and see me today. I'll be here until 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3353 Washington Road, East Point, Georgia. If you feel like you need some support on your journey, you feel like you may feel stuck, you may feel like I understand spirit, I understand, I have a knowledge about God, but it's something where I really want to be able to build my relationship with God, or you feel like you really want to build your relationship with yourself much stronger, or there's some visions, dreams that you just kind of feel like you just can't tap into, do yourself a favor, a blessing, bless yourself, and book a breakthrough session with me. Okay, the link is in the bio. It says need a breakthrough, book here. So do that, and once you become a client, once you become a customer or client of Oyun, you now get access to various specials and different things on coaching services. So you can take advantage of those services ongoing at a discounted rate. So if you feel like you need a breakthrough, do that, because coaching is really powerful in doing that. I just can't say enough, like, how we're missing out on not investing in things like coaching and counseling and those type of things, because it's very powerful. It's very important. And you may feel like, you get your counseling from the favorite teacher on YouTube, or, your that preacher or imam or something that's kind of distant away from you that you don't have access to. You may feel like, you get your support for there, but there's nothing like one-on-one support from a coach who is tapping into you and your vibration, and y'all are coming up, you are being able to get clear about and express what spirit is leading you to desire in life and go after in life and do in life. And it's important for us to live in our truth, for us to live in our passion, for us to live in our, it's important. That's where our light is. That's why we have our light, so we can shine it in our own unique ways. And a coach really help you to do that. So if you are feeling like you need a breakthrough, I really would suggest that you book that session. I mean, I can't, I have so many testimonies, and I've recorded some and all of that. I just, it's hard for me to share because, the work continues. The work continues. And it's so many testimonies of glory that, I often talk about them and I share them here and there. But I'm just telling you that many people are being, their lives are changing from investing in themselves in that way. Best I can tell you. And I'm seeing it in front of my eyes, and it's beautiful to me because it's more than, I'm blessed for more than, the financial gain that I get from it. It's priceless what I'm able to witness in people's lives. That's priceless. I just know like the enjoyment is on a deep level. So, I love it. I love it. Like, I love it. I'm your biggest cheerleader. Anything that you desire, it's yours already. I'm just here to help you to align with it. I'm just here to help you to align with it. I'm like that coach of the champions, who the champions are good on their own. You know what I'm saying? They have their own skills and talents, probably dope. Many know them to be dope. But when they get that good coach, that coach is able to be on the outside looking in and able to, hey, look, I noticed that you do this, do that. Or, hey, have you ever heard of this? Do that. I think you should try this. Dude, that's what that coach does, and that's how I always feel. Like, I'm a coach of champions. I am a coach of champions. Like, you already come with it. I'm just here to help, steer from the knowledge that I have, the wisdom that I have, and the talents, gifts, skills that I've been endowed with from the Almighty to support on those journeys. It's something I've been called to do, and I accept that. I receive it. I feel humbled by it. I'm grateful for it, and I take it seriously. I take the work that I do seriously, so I give thanks. All right, y'all. Peace and love. Happy Saturday. If you're in Atlanta, come out and see me. The garden is looking beautiful. I'm looking out. I got 3 little bonfires. I'm gonna move some of those around. We got bonfires throughout the garden. You can come through, set you a little bonfire. It's not even that cold out today, but the veggies are looking real happy. Boy, I'm definitely gonna do a good, nice little harvest today on some of these veggies right here in the front. So yeah, come out and see me. I'll be here until 6 p.m. Peace.